Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Going Monarch Homestead. I stepped out my front door to go put mail in the mailbox. And I came over and I was waiting for these to bloom to see what they were. Check these out. Aren't they pretty? I'm not sure what they are. I don't see thorns, so they must not be roses. They're really pretty. Nice. Identify if you know. So I've already fed the chickens and moved them. I spent a lot of time this morning on the computer putting in the budget for the new feed costs and what it's going to cost at the end of the month and next month when we get our broiler chickens. And we're considering bringing sheep to the homestead and pigs to the homestead. So we have a couple of shelters we have to get built. We have all of our fencing. We have one electric fence coming. Apparently I've got the wrong Premier One Energizer for it. So I have to call them and see if that's the case. If it is, wow, that's going to be another over $300 drop. So anyway, that's kind of where I am today. Carrie's bringing home the trailer tonight, and we are bringing a new piece of equipment to the homestead to solve our problems with keeping up with the mowing until we do get the animals on site. You always kind of have to have the mower anyway so that your electric fences are going to work properly. So yeah, so we'll be doing that tonight, and we'll be going on a little adventure. We'll take you on Mother's Day, and that'll be fun. So yeah, I'm kind of excited. I think Carrie's gotten started back there, pulling wire and getting ready to drop his electric in and get that done so that we can use the typical electric for the pig fencing. It's going to be back in the woods, and I think we're probably going to try a different Lowe's to get some supplies and that type of thing. I got to get out there to my seedlings and check them out and see if the water's good. I have broken the news to Carrie that the incubator eggs from our egg layers will be hatching on the Saturday I return. So he will be a chicken mama. I don't know how happy he is about that. So just in case anything comes early or whatever, I'm going to have him a tote brooder set up or something in the house where they'll be safe from the dogs when he's not home, because the dogs are going to have to be in a cage when he's not home. So this should be interesting. I will pick you up later. Give me a sec to go to the mail. Okay, so here we are. Let's see what everybody's doing this morning. Oh my goodness. Doing so good. Carrie's got to take care of these while I'm gone too. But they're looking good. This one's looking a little scorched. Should raise my... I don't know how much more I can raise this guy. Let's see. This one looks okay. Oh, that one back there is getting really crazy, right? I'm gonna have to start hardening these off. I can't do that until I get back. I'm getting very frustrated with peppers. There's no germination happening. The front ones here, these are Ozark peppers, it says. These are Ace tomatoes and grape tomatoes. So none of the one of the Ace ones germinated. Those are older seeds. These are newer seeds, grape tomatoes. They're big fruit just this year. Germination rates not too impressive. Confusing. Lower watering is good. Upper watering is good. I'm not going to do any more of that. So I think, oh great, I'm gonna do some shifting because these are getting so big, so that I can lower this light and light. This one is king pepper in the north. I've got nothing. And this is a second plant on this one. Very frustrating. Very, very frustrating. Okay. So. I know peppers don't go out early. I understand that. But should be able to go out in June in my zone. And if I don't have any seedlings big enough to go out, then so I am considering reseeding these. Plenty of water in there. I may be reseeding those. And I'm going to leave the aces for now. I'm going to plug back in my pads, which didn't seem like they were getting warm. I don't know why. I'll have a, whoops. Sorry about that, guys. Fan completely off. So I think I'll be replanting peppers. See what kind of seeds I have on the side that I kept back, hopefully. The garden space is not ready for them yet, but Saturday when we go to get that piece of equipment I talked about, some wonderful friends from our old place are going to be able to help us out with their tractor, and because we don't have a way to transport our tractor, and that'll be great. So I'm just going to leave the lids off those peppers for now and come back out and replant. Let's take a look here. All right. Now these tomatoes are doing well. These are Romas on one end and Amish paste on the other. I had no luck with those last year. They're looking good. I'm going to raise these lamps just a little bit so I don't want them to get scorched. I had a leak. The table that was in here must not be level. Dripping water all the way down the wall, which isn't good. Since the concrete floor hasn't been treated yet, and if I have an off-level table here, then we have to consider a different watering option. So on the tops, that one's good. That one's good. This one needs some underwatering. This one is the leeks, cucumbers, and onions here. I don't know if you can see that. So, leeks, cucumbers, onions. These are probably leeks here. They look like grass. So, underwatering is good there. Top watering is good here. Whoops, sorry guy. And then back here is all watermelons. They're good too. So they're going to go out in the garden that's furthest away, outside. So, all right, I guess I'm going to bring some, go through my pepper seeds and see what I have left. I'm very pleased with the lettuce that's coming up here and the okra that looks good. Like I said, it looks a little scorched, so actually it needs some underwatering, I think. Have to train Carrie on all of this while I'm gone, but usually I can do a couple of days of underwatering and everything's good, so it should be fine. This one's there's one that's a little scorched. I said I don't know how much more I can raise this plant. Just turn it around so the lettuce is on the other end. Push it away a little bit. Got some white flies in here, it looks like. So, all right, we'll go look and see if we have any pepper seeds we can replant. Carrie will be partitioning this off for the baby chicks when they arrive. Not the egg layers. No, I don't think the egg layers are going to be out here. They might be when they get a little bit after a couple days, especially when I'm back. He's not going to be probably real comfortable having them out here while I'm gone. So I will probably use this guy right here. Take this guy out. This will make a perfectly fine brooder. And I will have to make sure that my, I'll probably just use heat lamps in the house. That'll be fine. So yeah, I'll have to get that set up before we leave. Graduation. Okay, guys. I haven't had breakfast yet, so I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna get some breakfast and come back out here in a little bit and plant those seeds. And looks like I don't have to do any watering outside today. God's taking care of that. All right, folks, pick you up later. Okay, so apparently my sinuses are gonna be like killing me. So I went ahead and I replanted some seeds out in my seedling trays for peppers, what I had, and redid some tomatoes and also put in some watermelons. I eliminated one tray. I think my underwatering on this new soil, it's just not soaking it up. So I'm hoping when we get some soil from the old place on Saturday, that will be better. I just wanted to give you an update on the incubator. We candled at the 8 days, and some were not fertilized. So from 13 we're down to 9, and we are on day 15, and everything's good. We're gonna go ahead on day 18 and candle them again and remove the turners so that they can stabilize for hatching, and that's scheduled for next Saturday. So I did pull out this, got this tub cleaned out and pulled that out and brought it in the house, and I did try to put my heating plate in it, but it's way too big. So I'm gonna have to use heat lamps for them when they're in the house and rig up something safe so that while Carrie is occupied, or I'm occupied, we have a safe space for them. So that's where they will be. And you never know when you're incubating how many are successfully going to hatch. So I have no idea. We'll just go with it. And I'm making stock on the stove from the chicken that I had in the crock pot yesterday, and I'm making chicken gnocchi tonight. I am doing some research on sheep. I contacted someone that was on a website that does sheep in the area, and we're gonna have a cool tour on Sunday, on Mother's Day. And I had a friend of ours that gave me a name. That particular person doesn't do sheep that you don't have to shear, so he gave me another name. So I'm about to give them a call and see what their setup is, if they take tours, that kind of thing. So we'll go from there and see what kind of information I can compile, and then I'm going to be going on into Abundant Plus and doing some serious research. We're going to be mainly doing grass, so I don't think that we're going to be investing a lot in feed for them. So hopefully we will be able to get something really good to start as lambs, so we can get used to them. And then I guess we're gonna have to look for a guardian dog. So we'll see, but one step at a time, right?
Hey y'all. So I'm home from work. We've had wonderful dinner. Sandy made chicken gnocchi. Yum, yum. And the Red Lobster style Old Bay cheddar biscuits, but she's Parmesan because that's what we had. So I'm gonna walk back over here right quick. I've been playing in the mud. The gullies between the rows were full, and we have more rain coming. So I dug and dug and scraped, and I gave it a trench, a path to follow, so it doesn't overflow and wash away any seeds that are still in the dirt. In the meantime, half the point of me having the camera today is because Sandy didn't want to put her shoes back on, or put her boots back, put her boots back on, because she's already taken her socks off. And it's too mucky. Throw Crocs on, she'll end up with muddy feet. And that would not be fun. But I wanted to show her what I did in here last night. So I will show you, so that she can see. Yeah, here we are in the dark. I'm gonna set you down for a minute. I'm gonna unplug the dehumidifier and plug in floodlight. And now I have to turn it on, and it goes where you were. So that is what I did yesterday evening. I'm in my own shadow. These are the uppers that we took out of the kitchen. I put them in. Talk about fun. Obviously, if you get past my head, you can see that something's not square. I think it's the barn. But I do have the doors. I don't think I'll be able to put the doors on because they'll hit the frame. I don't want to cut the doors off. That would look silly. Open shelves works for me. Maybe get Sandy to make me some curtains. Ha ha. Put that on her list. So it did kind of block off the back end of that shelf that I built, but I don't mind. There's some stuff I can stick back there that I don't need but once in a blue moon. And then I can move the cabinet over here, so I still have some space to get in over here, so I could put some stuff underneath the electrical panel. I guess I should have checked that, huh? Sure, I can open it, and I have 3 foot clear right there. Yeah, that works. Come on, there we go. So that's not connected yet. I'm trying not to blind you. I have there's the wire. And I had a bag of parts. Haha, hanging right there in front of me is the bag of parts to run the conduit, conductors, etc. up from under here. You may just be able to see. I'm not crawling down too far today. It's a bit so. The stub sticking down there. Gonna elbow off that. Go under. Then we're gonna drop down into my swimming pool. Trench I dug. And then we're gonna come up and over and in the back side of it to the panel. I would bet my bottom dollar that Mr. Codeman would say, you can't do that. But we will see where we go and how that works. In the meantime, I think I'm going to come back in here and I'm going to see if I can get some of this stuff up in the shelves. See if I can unpack those boxes of stuff, because I'm not sure what's in those boxes of stuff. It's the stuff that used to be on the shelf. Now it's in boxes and I can't see it. And there's some tools stuck on the shelf that need to go in the toolbox. Alrighty, I won't bore you with my lack of organizational skills. Okay, well, I didn't really get a whole lot done in the few minutes I've been out here. I hung my screw organizer. May seem a little low, but I can lean stuff up against the wall if I need to. I can push my workbench up against the wall if I need to. I can stack some nuts and bolts or some boxes of screws on top of it. And I'm still not sure where that cabinet's going to go. I thought about putting that underneath it, but then I'll block the bottom drawer, which is why I've got it hung, so I don't block the bottom drawer. The cabinet may just go pushed straight back where it's at. I may move it over closer to the toolbox, which is on wheels, but I don't move it. It stays. I may just leave it where it's sitting, and that way I have some room over here to access those shelves and get to the receptacle under there. That's it. I'm done for the night. I'm going to check on the chickens. I think they may be in because it's storming. We're going to turn off the light, plug in the dehumidifier. One day, I will have an air conditioner in here. In the meantime, out I go into the wild blue yonder. So whatever we did with moving, the door seems to close better. Let's see if the chickens are in. No, they are all hanging out in back. They like that spot. So I guess I'll just have to come back out later. Well, that's it. Another day on the homestead. Thanks for joining us. Remember, if you like what you see, don't forget to like and share. Have a great evening. Bye.